Going live, and we're live. Man, everybody beat us here. How about that?
They're just anxious for us.
Well,
For a fun night.
We're loyal, following people. Sunday night. How you doing up there, Johnny? You guys okay?
I was going to say, I got to say, I'm really happy to see John on here because he and Patty were okay.
Yeah.
Oklahoma had some wild activity last night with weather.
Yeah, we got stuff coming.
And our best friends live there. And I was very worried about them last night.
Yeah, and we got stuff coming tonight, looks like. I just checked.
Hey, Mark.
Mark Faustine.
Kirsten, thumbs up. Tigners are like, okay, we got our thumbs in now. We can go.
Yeah. See how they are?
We're enjoying following your travels, guys.
Yeah, they were.
I know you guys are way behind though on posting, but
10 days.
That's okay.
10 days behind.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Everywhere they went, it seemed like
hey,
stuff was
Trey.
Going.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, you guys. Hello. Hello. Yeah, there's Phil. Good evening, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
There's John Combs.
I already got a commercial.
Hello. Who did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you skip it?
Yeah.
How are we supposed to make all this big money?
I gotta stay with the program here.
Terry Burns is
Terry
here.
Burns. Hey, Wes.
So, to be honest with you, we haven't really planned anything for tonight other than just come on and sit here and talk.
Yeah, we always find something to talk about with these fine people.
Yeah, I mean, I have some things to talk about. People are probably bored with hearing my stuff. There's Will and Wendy.
Hey, Will and Wendy.
How you guys doing? Good to see you on here. It's been fun. Actually, we really have not gotten anything to speak of. A little bit of rain.
Not today. But when it rained, it was serious.
Yeah. I mean,
lots of cracks of thunder and bolts of lightning. And
the peptiques are doing good.
Good, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy and Mary. How you guys doing?
Oh, hey. There's the Devers. Yeah, when you get lightning in Arkansas, you see a flash and it goes just like that, man.
Yeah, it's like right
it's
there.
It's instantaneous. And she got a little freaked out this morning, huh?
Well, I was in a dead sleep and it woke me up.
Yeah.
Kind of a rude. It
came in this window and went out that window.
Crash.
It did. It sounded like a train did crash.
There's in Georgia till Saturday. Woohoo! Tell our daughter hi. Hey, Patty, Mom.
And Dougie D rode my bike today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Must have been nice.
And there's Dan Hasselgrave.
Hasselgrave, yes.
Yeah, so
everybody's gearing up to go do fireworks. Those of you that have said yes. Getting your rigs ready and roadworthy.
Us too. I gotta change my air dryer.
We're almost there.
Air dryer. I'm not gonna do my steps until we get back because that stupid box is $300, man. Yeah. And
okay, now you're sounding like Class A.
No, I'm not. No.
I just.
But the thing is, because the motorhome's so old. There's a guy here in town. He got it. He's able to get it for us, but I can just plug it in, open the door, and it'll go down and up and everything. So
hey, man, I hope you're feeling better. And Mary, grandkids are amazing. Love them.
Who?
Charlie and Diane. Hi, guys. We got a Spooky Tooth set up. Yay!
Who did?
Okay, so
Wes.
Just waiting for the PC to finish its update so I can boot up the Rife. And then you're going to do terrain first.
Yeah.
Got any questions? Call me.
Yeah, don't call me because I have no answers on that other than I'm the guinea pig.
Yeah.
And I haven't had any diverse problems yet or any kind of problems. Everything seems to be fine.
Everything's normal.
I'll tell you what, what's so weird is when you get involved with this and you go on YouTube or anything, you start getting all this like stuff coming your way about it. It was
they
crazy.
know that you're interested in it, so your feed gets filled with it, and all it does is teach you more. And it's like, what? Pretty cool.
Our gloves friend is here.
I thought you did detox first. No, you do terrain first.
Yeah, you do.
11 days of terrain, but it's remote.
Yeah,
so.
And then you do detox. You
can both do terrain.
Yeah.
At the same time, you just put your fingernail sample in separate pieces of the sticky tape.
The terrain is like diagnosing you.
Right. Well, it's detoxing you too.
Yeah, but it's basically just getting you set for torture.
Sam gloves.
Because you got to know, you guys, you spent your whole life getting to the situation where you're at, and then when you do start dealing with these frequencies, it's going to start reversing things, and it starts changing you. You know,
definitely changes things for the better.
Yeah, and what happens?
Stuff takes time.
With she doesn't like me to talk about it, but it changes. Like you've got to get stuff out of your body. You got to get your system detoxing and feeling better and stuff like that. So
terrain is the detox, and then you're going to do a biofeedback, and that will nail down the frequencies that resonate the strongest in your body. So you do the terrain first, which is a detox, and it gets your body ready for the biofeedback, and then you go from there. Biofeedback you do is contact. The terrain is 11 days, and it's remote.
And Trey was talking about getting one of those machines too. Did you get all your Wyoming locations filled? Yeah, we still have 4
but
locations.
Not in Wyoming.
I don't know if anyone grab that thing and I'll tell them what
we made a video, guys.
Yeah, we need 4 more couples or 3 more couples and 1 individual probably.
Hey, Maddie. Hi. Good to see you.
But we have Warren, Indiana,
Jason.
Which is from May 15th to September 10th, right? Is that what we determined on that? It's something like that. Anyway, that's a store. You park your RV on site, and then there's Marshall, Illinois, and May 20th through September 8th, and that's off-site. So Mike will be paying for a campground for you. You'll have full hookups. You'll be at a campground, and then you go. And these are stores. And then also Rockville, Indiana, which is off-site. You'll be in a campground. That's June 10th to July 10th. So it's 1 month. So that's a quickie. And then we have an on-site in Mount Vernon, Illinois, June 10th to July 10th. So that's a tent.
Is it on-site or off?
Right. You're on-site on the tent.
By the tent.
So Warren, Indiana, you're on-site, and that's a store. And Mount Vernon, Illinois, you're on-site, and that's a tent. And off-site is Marshall, Illinois, and Rockville, Indiana.
So. Hey, Scott. Got the van fixed, working on the trailer now, may be able to make it. Trying.
Well,
have you been talking to Mike, hopefully?
Have you talked to him?
Hi, Canadian Twig.
Because as far as I know, we have 4 more locations. I don't know if he gave you something.
Wes and Terry, I know it sounds really confusing, and there is a learning curve to it, but I'm still in that curve.
Wes will figure it out.
Wes will figure it out. And we've got a list this long of our ailments that I'm trying to...
And growing.
And growing. No, not growing. I just keep changing the frequencies when something isn't working. I give it a couple days, and then I'll go pick a different one that's, addressing the same situation or the same area. And finally, you'll get it right.
Mount Laurel.
Hey, Mount Laurel. Scott says no.
Scott says what?
No.
No what? Oh, he hasn't talked to Mike?
Talked to Mike yet.
Well,
I think he's waiting to see if he can get his rigs running,
Yeah.
roadworthy.
Okay. Well, give me a call because at this point we're like I say, we're needing 4 more. We actually did a regular video.
I think you wanted something different anyways than Effingham, didn't you?
Well, I don't know whether he's doing that
Yeah,
again.
I don't know either.
But you know what? If you want to, there's Warren, Indiana, which is probably closer to you, and that's supposed to be a pretty good store, and it's a store. So you might want to do something like that if you don't mind a little longer term, you know.
Okay, Maddie, we got you.
What? Keep on.
Keep me covered in prayers, please. Gifted a used van, also a plane ticket to Arizona. Fly out tomorrow, and I'm driving it back home to Shiro.
Ooh, you are daring.
Hey, it's free. Can't
yeah, but if you know, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's
You're not having to rent a U-Haul,
right.
a U-Haul trailer to get it back. But you know, that's always an option, by the way.
See, Trey said I had a stroke-related headache and used the free YouTube frequencies, and it helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's for you guys that don't know this thing that we're talking about, Spooky 2 Rife.
Everybody knows.
Does everybody know?
At least the ones that.
Okay, if everybody knows, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. How's that? And if everybody knows, then we don't have to try to explain it. But it's okay.
It's frequency resonance. Hey, Taylor Rose. It's almost $2,000 to have it shipped. Woo! It'd be a fraction of that in gas with me driving. Yeah, let's don't do that.
Maddie doesn't know.
What kind of Maddie, you know what we've been talking about, don't you? The Rife machines.
Spooky 2. Well, I'll explain YouTube just in case no one knows about that. You can go onto YouTube and type in Spooky 2. There's Brad. Hey, Brad. Good to see you here. Type in Spooky 2.
Hey, Brad. Hey, Diane.
And it will bring up different things. And then you could put in like headache or earache or cancer, whatever you think that if you kind of know what's wrong and you type that in, but then you physically have to listen to the frequency. That's the difference between that and the machines.
Well, that and the machine costs.
Right, but the machines work everywhere. They'll sit. You can leave them here, and she's going to Georgia. While she's in Georgia, I'll keep the machines running, and she'll be being treated that quantum entanglement. And if you look that up, that's a big deal too. What?
Tim Baxley.
Tim Baxley. Hi, Tim Baxley.
Brad.
But if you're
Brad doesn't know either.
But if you're listening to it over, in fact, Brad, if you have pains or whatever, you just take it. You could just listen to it, and then if you find that it's really working for you, which it does, we had Heidi was having a hard time breathing. Remember John and Heidi?
Mm-hmm.
And she tried it, and she said, "Man, it made a big difference. $1,300 to fix the van.
Yeah.
We need to quit breaking it."
Oh my goodness!
I bought the filter.
Mountain Laurel, what did I miss? 1 or 2? Do you know what Rife machines are?
Spooky 2.
Healing frequencies. Spooky 2.
And we're talking about on YouTube. You could kind of test it out on yourself. You know, it's weird. It's like when I was a kid, I used to get really bad hiccups. And there was this old lady, she was in her 80s across the street. She was always walking the neighborhood, drinking a beer, and she would always come over and say hi to me. And one time I was sitting there hiccuping, she goes, "You got the hiccups?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, well, here, I'll show you how to get rid of them every time, huh?" Yeah. And how many people have I showed that? They go, "Okay.
Like, oh, whatever.
How does this work? How does this work?
And it works every time.
Tell me how it works." But there's just things that work. And I'm sure other people have experiences like that. Someone tells you to do this, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, that's amazing. Well, that's how this ripe machine is, but it's all done through frequencies. And when you get these machines, you don't have to actually sit there and listen to it.
So tone.
You want to know how to get rid of hiccups? Well,
What
what
do
you
you do
do
with
is you
that?
get you a glass of water and you put about, like this much in there, and then you take a butter knife and you put the
Blade end.
blade in the water, and you take it, you hold it against
Hold the handle.
the handle against your temple, and you drink the water. And as soon as you do, your hiccups will be
And
gone.
if you just drink the water,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
work.
work.
You got to have that butter knife. You can't put pressure. You can't.
No.
You got to have this. I don't know how it works, but every time I've had somebody with hiccups, and I tell them that, they go, "Okay, how does that work? I said, this old lady told me this one. Like I was like 20 years old when she told me that. So
Oh, yeah, Jason, he said, so my stairs don't work for you.
no, I actually that box, the wiring's too small. It needs real heavy gauge, and all the plugs are different, except for one, and it fit on the motor. I did rob that plug because I had little pins on there, so I robbed that plug. But if you need that box and that stuff back, when I get the other unit, then I'll give you the plug back. I wish it would have.
Wes said my long-term plan is to use it in the daytime to treat my ADHA, anxiety, pain, and such, along with nighttime frequencies for REM sleep and regeneration.
Yep. Yes, Maddie, having a van ship is very expensive. We just delivered one from Utah to Urbana, Illinois, and it cost $2,500. Wow. Yeah. Just let me give you a good word of advice before you drive off. Check your oil, check everything on that thing, coolant, everything, your battery connections, the whole thing, and then drive a couple of 100 miles and pull over, stop, let it cool off for a while, and check them again. Because you want to make sure you keep an eyeball. Because if it's got an oil consumption problem or something, you get out on you'll start it up and it sound fine, everything is seem really good. But when you start going, man, you could just lose a motor just that quick. Let's see, Bill, that actually makes more sense than you realize. I understand enough science to know why that would work. Well, and it does. I'm telling you. Anybody that next time you get hiccups, run to the kitchen and get you about half a glass of water and put a butter knife in it and hold it there and drink it, and you'll go, doggone, that's how it works. Because I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist.
Jason says, and brakes.
What?
Check your brakes.
Yeah, well, it's hard to check your brakes without pulling your wheels. Let's see. I've been studying the theory behind frequency hearing, and Tesla was convinced it worked and, in fact, would take care of most elements.
I'm thinking that
elements. Tesla was the most intelligent man in recent history. Yeah, and they poo-pooed him, and they took all of his stuff, and they
no, Tesla.
I know Tesla. That's what I'm saying. They poo-pooed him.
Got you.
And they told him, they took all of his stuff and said, "Oh, none of this stuff works," and they made up all these lies about him. And Westinghouse and Edison, all those guys were involved in his demise. And anyway, because you can't, if you have free electricity, you can't put a meter on it. So, and that's the deal.
Anything that can't be charged for, no one likes.
Yeah.
When I say no one, I mean greedy people who want to make money. So. And that's part of the reason why you can't buy those ripe machines in this country, because they can't really make money off of it. I mean, they could, but once you've got it, it's yours, and you can't keep charging for it over and over and over. Yeah. Although there are some rice machines that do charge a subscription fee. Did you know that? I guess that's for their customer service or whatever. And Spooky 2 has really, really good customer service. I will say, though, because they're based on the other side of the world in China, the hours are different, but sometimes I stay up till 11 or 12 at night, so I always, always get almost an immediate answer in their chat boxes.
And I've noticed your Chinese has gotten a lot better.
So much better.
Yeah. Oh, you have to.
Awesome.
That's Japanese.
Oh,
okay.
Now, what is it?
Has to do with the bone structure of the temple and inner ear, and the sound of you drinking the water stimulates the parts of the ear that help with balance.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, well, and that's the thing, you know, you're probably creating a sound. That's why you have to have a butter knife, you know. Yeah. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing, you know, it's anti-gravity, all these different things. The hard part is when you start getting into this, into the Spooky 2 stuff, it just like drags you into everything else, and you start,
never thought about
you start, wow, you know, how could this be? You know, how come they don't tell us this stuff? You know, so
it's been fun.
I mean, there's a way to make electric cars work, but it's not batteries. It's free energy in the air. So anyway, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Carmelo is begging for chicken.
Yeah.
Carmelo's a smart kitty. In case you don't know, Carmelo is their kitty.
Yeah.
2 eggs and Mellow Cat.
Yep.
He's what, 17 years old?
Wow. We have never had an animal live that long.
Well, Maggie made it to 15.
She's lucky she made it to 2. She hadn't birthed
Patty and John know that's true.
If she hadn't birthed that perfect little puppy of hers, she wouldn't have. No, Laura, I don't believe so. Only what I've been hearing here on y'all's channel.
That's all you've heard about Rice and Spooky 2 and frequencies and stuff? Is that what you're saying, Mel and Laurel?
No, she says she doesn't believe me.
My grandmother had a cat, lived to be 21 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That cat could really have benefited from Rice.
Yeah.
He's supervising in the kitchen. Oh, Carmelo.
She hasn't. Are you going to tell us, Mount Laurel? I'm interested in.
The only thing she ever fed that cat was livers.
I don't believe so. Only.
What I hear.
Where was her last?
On y'all's channel.
Yeah. Well.
Wrong. It was kidneys, not livers.
We are absolutely living it, and I've got to say for sure, my foot's getting better. My eye's getting better. My polyp in my nose is going away, and I'm breathing better. I've been having issues with my arm, but we came up with a different thing, and that seems to be getting better. So
it helps to know what is wrong with you so that you can look specifically for that frequency that can fix that. So what?
What?
Okay. Oh, Wes and Terry are arguing about
and
what
Tinkerbell lived to be
cat.
20 years, 4 months. Peptink's cat.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
We lost 2 cats. They didn't make it to be, 3 years old, did they?
Oh, that's right.
They got
that
feline leukemia.
Yeah. 20 years and 4 months. That's crazy. So Wes said all his grandma ever fed the cat was livers, and Terry said that's not right. It was kidneys, or something to that effect, or vice versa. And Wes said, whatever. They're both delicious.
Yeah, so he was eating the cat food, is what he's saying. How do you know they were delicious unless you were eating it? So
I've just got to say this, Terry. There's a frequency for obedient children. You might look it up online.
I think all it does is make it so they can't speak. Another thing I've been hearing this week, of course, Bob Wells is back at it again, and
yeah, because last week we were talking about Bob Wells and how he said all the
but about losing
the
RV places to park, and then Minivan Lee today was talking. They're talking about getting property, buying property, and it's how difficult it is. But we bought this property 5 years ago, and the thing is, you just got to be really careful where you buy it. You kind of got to check out, for one thing, weather. That's a critical thing when you live in an RV, especially if you don't have a good four-season coach. But the thing is if you're if you're traveling all the time and you go high altitudes and low altitudes, because that's the secret. You think you go up to Montana and it's going to be cool. It's not going to be cool in Montana unless you go up at high altitudes in Montana.
Yeah,
so you could be in Arizona and go up to Flagstaff and it's cool. So that's kind of the trick on that. But the thing is if they're making it hard for you to be able to find a place to park, then with us, one thing that's nice that we feel really good about anymore is that we could go and do fireworks, or we could go somewhere for a while, or whatever we want to do, we could do, because if things don't work out, we can always come back. We have a place to park, and we don't have to, because we were staying at our daughter's and we got ran off from there. So
code enforcement.
Yeah, it just makes it, you got to be real careful. And then also a lot of these places, we have a friend he's on here most of the time. Dave, if you're out here, Dave Rice, was interested in some property, and we went and saw this one place, and it was like, give me $500 down. That's like $185 a month, and you can pay it off early, no penalties. No credit information. You just have to, because it's land. But the thing about it is that you have 6 months to start building either a metal building or a house or a structure. So it's not something you can camp on.
Buy the land and then just park your RV on it.
You can buy the land, park your RV there, and once you start building, you got 6 months to get it done. And then the thing is, once you get your property, you can leave your RV parked on your property, but you can't live in it. Here, where we're at, now that's 5 miles, 6 miles down the road. But here, there's no HOA thing. That thing, the guy that owns the property is doing that because he wants it to be like a community HOA thing. So
Jason, you sound like a true Arkansan.
Don't come here.
You're an Arky boy, that's what. I'm running low on high-speed data this evening. There's some buffering, running about 7 minutes behind. Okay, now, Laurel.
Yeah.
Bummer, but...
Who's that? Huh. Somebody was outside whistling. Was that you?
It wasn't me, but that's what they did.
Well, you were just whistling.
I just did it for them.
Oh.
So
she was doing it. She was like whistling out her ear or something. There's KG. He woke up. He's awake. You want to come say hi?
No.
Let's see. Darla, you should see the 360 treadmill Disney has developed. Can't say as I like how they treat people with different political views, but that's some seriously cool tech. Yeah.
Is that one that you can like walk on, and it shows you a 360 panoramic? Tigner's Adventures, our friends that are on here, also have a channel. He tried that 360 camera at the quartzite tent. That was
Yeah, and you watch. You know who uses
difficult
it
thing
is
for him. Nomadic.
Nomadic Fanatic uses it when he rides his motorcycle. It's all weird. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like you're like this, you know.
Another channel I like to watch, Hannah Lee Duggan. She does too.
Does she?
But I don't.
Well, as soon as we
like
learn
it.
how to do it
Makes
with
you
a
dizzy.
phone, then we can work
Yeah.
on the next phase. So
It makes me dizzy when I watch that footage.
what about tinnitus? Any treatment for
Yes.
it? Yes, there is.
Maddie said she heard the whistle, and it wasn't me.
But Maddie doesn't have
It is.
tinnitus.
Yeah, Mountain Laurel, it does have that.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's see.
it has 60,000 frequencies. So anything you can think of, it has frequencies for.
Yeah, the sooner, what you could do is, like I say, you could go on. I found that one for other people, tinnitus. And you just take it, put your phone on speaker, and just set it like right here, and just lay down, get comfortable. It's usually about a 15 to 20-minute frequency, and see how it works for you. And if it does, what will happen is you start getting freaked out. Next thing you know, you'll be buying one of these machines. So
right now, I'm going to just throw this out there because it's their 11th anniversary special, and everything that they have is 9% off. So normally it's like 3 to 5% off. So you can't beat 9%. That's great. I wish right now we could afford 2 more blue generators.
Yeah, what was that? She showed me a thing today where they had a rack and they had 16 of them, and then they had the one.
And it will support 127 of them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people use them in spas, like luxury spas. They use them.
Or for the Congress. I don't like most of the videos I've seen. Camera, but there is a fellow that straps on his airplane. It has one that is 8K. That one produces some really sharp pictures without pixeling. Yeah, well, if he can afford an airplane, he can afford a camera.
That's some high dollar, high tech stuff.
You can walk in literally any direction, and it uses tech and software to keep you centered in the platform so you can play games and take 3D. Yeah, you just want to play games. That's what it's all about.
It is cool, though.
Sure, your land has water. Everything else could be worked out off grid. Water is the most important thing on land, in my opinion. Yep. I'll tell you what, a lot of crazy talk's been going on about solar panels and lithium batteries again. So I'm still on the fence on that. We don't have any solar panels. We don't have lithium batteries, and there's a lot of people starting to talk negative about it, that which I never heard before, but it's starting to get that way. So I don't know. To invest $10,000 or $15,000 in everything it would take to be able to light this thing up, and it probably still won't run the air conditioning all night long and stuff like that. But my generator will, and diesel fuel in my generator is relatively cheap. We've ran it many times all night, huh?
Mhm. Okay, Wes, I'll check that out later.
I wonder if I can get Joe's fingernails. Joe's? Who's Joe?
Brandon.
Oh. Boy, would that be
fun.
Julio.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to harm people with it, That's not what we do.
I don't think that's what he was going to do.
Well, he got his finger.
Try to fix him.
You can't fix him.
There's no frequency for that.
Well, that John? What's his name? Letterman, or what's his name? John. You know, a guy that before he was, it's side for the Eagles. You know, he's a senator.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But they did
Sounds like
something to
Norton.
him, man. He's coming back. He's
Oh yeah, it's Fetterman.
Fetterman,
Yeah,
Fetterman.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's
What's that
like
program
doing
again?
halfway
It's,
decent. So.
It is called the Spectrum Sweep, and there's also a. I'll have to message you with it. I'll have to go over to the machine and look. I got to tell you though, I keep digging deeper and trying to find more intense frequencies, because these crazy ants that we have, crazy ants, they're relentless. They're way less than they were, but they are relentless. It seems like
we had them in our car today.
Yeah.
They're in our car now.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the thing about it is with these ants is everybody around here seems to struggle with them. Yeah, I guess the secret is to put baby powder all the way around your RV, all the way under your RV, all around where you're standing. I mean,
yeah.
They in the wintertime they go away, but
for those of you that are interested, Wes and Terry for sure. The next thing I'm looking at is imprinting holographic stickers. So you can look into that and see what that does. You can imprint water. You can imprint lots of things. And hopefully that will help, because I could put it in more places where they travel.
See, she used to just put Smerol in my coffee.
Now I'm going to stick a holographic sticker on you.
She's going to kill me, and everyone will be going, is that a poisonous sticker?
Yeah, Fetterman did have a stroke.
Yeah, but if you watched him lately, he's kind of come out of it.
We've had trouble. Oh, stink bugs? Yeah. I'll send you what I was looking at and how I found it. I'll send you the video actually that I watched for the frequency.
Well, the ants have gotten a lot better.
They have gotten a lot better.
I mean,
I just don't want any ants in here. One like every year is good enough for me.
And we've got like 3 different kinds. I saw one of those big ones this morning.
I did too. Yeah, but it was dead. So that's something. Was the one you saw dead?
Huh?
Was the one you saw dead?
No, I killed the one I saw dead.
So I was watching a video too with this lady, and I know this sounds really cruel, that she said she was inundated. She lived in New Hampshire with ticks. Her and her dog. She goes, I can't even walk to my mailbox without putting on muck boots, because I get 20 ticks just walking out to the mailbox. So she got one off of her dog, and she did radionics though through Spooky 2. And I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but she I think you have to buy a different machine for radionics. But anyhow, she put one in the sample digitizer, or the remote rather, and it was alive still. She put it in a sticky thing. Anyway, it was alive. I don't know how she did that. But 3 days later, it was still alive. She goes, I thought it would have croaked by now. So that's some fresh DNA.
It's probably superhuman now.
Yeah, right. Anyway, but she said after a week, they did not have any ticks in their yard at all.
RV Quilt's here. Quilt Quest.
Hey, Rhonda.
I read yours there, Trey, and I agree.
Lithium is very dirty technology.
Yeah, the batteries are, for the RVs, they're a little bit different than the car stuff. They're finding all kinds of negative problems with the car batteries. So
Trey said, I don't think you'll ever recoup the cost of solar. However, we have solar for peace of mind, and yes, Bill is right. There are many times a generator is a mess. 800 amp hours of lithium.
I guess if you can't buy diesel fuel and you can't get gasoline, then we're just going to need to get a flux capacitor or something.
I heard you listening to that.
Wes will make it for us. He's a scientist.
He said, I always wanted to go tour the Roman Colosseum, Basilica di San Marco, Paris Catacombs, Nikola Tesla's workshop, Liberty Bell, and the Old City Hall subway station in New York. I love history and historical places, but sadly, thus far, I've never had an opportunity to see the places at the top of my list.
Yep.
Time travel. Want to talk about something else?
Mark says, may need one or
stored, yeah.
Cicadas soon.
Oh, I heard about that. We're supposed to have like a double whammy on that, huh, Mark?
Yeah, just make you
Please
sleep better at night.
I don't know, man. Cicadas drive me nuts. It's almost like tinnitus. What's the price of eggs in Egypt? Do they have chickens there?
Sphinx eggs. I don't know. Sphinx. Yeah, that stuff. They say that the pyramids are power stations.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do: is build a pyramid.
Yeah.
Tornado watch. Oh joy! Where? Here? I haven't seen it yet.
Look at O'Reilly Auto Parts and search for part number 151. Okay.
Oh, I know what that is.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a flux capacitor. I see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a fun bunch.
Let me look at the weather here and see what we got. I saw that we got stuff coming up. Me on the run. Sorry, I am late. It's slow, so I went over and finished packing up.
Yay! I gotta share this with everybody. May and Jason, May on the run. They get to leave the Colorado gate. Yes. We're so happy for them. They're gonna go do fireworks in Wyoming. Yay!
People want to do that Colorado gate though.
Yeah,
but all they have to do is do it once, and then they'll realize that they probably won't want to do it twice.
Maddie's on tornado watch in Shiro.
Oh yeah. Well, we got stuff all around us,
and it's storming.
But I'm telling you, for some reason, we have something here that just keeps the baddie stuff away. We've only really ever had two really bad times, huh? You think it is?
They need two couples if anyone's interested. May on the run.
Yeah.
Up there in Colorado. She's just throwing that out there for anybody that's interested.
She was trying to get 4 or something.
Oh well, she was trying to get 2 couples. That's what she was trying to do for that gate, I'm sure.
And the weird part about it is here we do recruiting for them, and she hasn't contacted us, so. She didn't contact us all the time we were there. She didn't contact us.
So we're not promoting it, but May on the Run said that they need it. So there you go. Anyone interested?
We're kind of just taking a step back and let them figure it out on their own, because we've been doing it for a long time. We've been helping them along. We've done videos, we've done recruiting, we've done all kinds of things. And in fact, I've been answering questions pretty much a few times. There's Dave Rice.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Esther. How you guys doing?
Anyway, for the last couple of weeks, I've been fielding questions about stuff, and I don't mind doing it at all, especially for the RVers. I mean, the RVers are our family, so if someone has a question, I'm definitely going to answer it. But I'm just a little disappointed in the response out of the company as far as us goes. So
Wes said we went into an auto parts store the other day. I mentioned O'Reilly Auto Parts 151G, and the guy showed me that he had linker fluid and muffler bearings.
Yeah.
Maddie says, me too. Thank the Lord, everything around it just goes around me. So grateful.
Hey guys, watch the Y-Files.
Yeah, May says 1 now and 1 on the run. I mean, 1 on the 8th. May, you are going to be on the run pretty quick. All these people buying land in northern Arizona need to know is septic is required and wells cost 25K also gets very cold up there. Yeah.
Well, so people are buying water tanks and filling their water tanks full of water, and then they freeze and it cracks their tank.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure when wintertime comes, you either heat the tanks or you drain them. So
yeah. And yeah,
it's like here, sometimes it gets cold enough where it could freeze.
Yeah.
We have a heated water line,
right.
and then I have our cargo bay is heated, and it's on a electric switch. I turn it on, and it all heats off of one switch. And what I do is I'll fill the water tank during the day. I'll shut the water off and turn my switch on, and we just run off the water tank. And the next day, when it warms up, we fill the water tank again. So, love the Wi-Fi, Trey. Yeah.
So does Wes.
Yeah, it's great videos, man.
Jerry's like, yeah, that's what I could never understand about buying land in the desert, no water, without depending on someone else.
Well,
yeah.
There's a guy named Mike, Living Free. He's one of the old timers. He's been on YouTube. He's been on and off. And when he says his name is Living Free, that's his mantra. Is he wants to live for free. Anyway, he bought some land somewhere in Arizona and he can't take it, so he's trying to get to a different area. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'd want to live in Arizona. Ideal, you go to Quartzsite in the winter and you go to Flagstaff in the summer, but it still gets hot in Flagstaff at times. So, but don't get me wrong, it gets hot here, it gets cold here, but we have water, electricity, we have sewer, we have everything we need, and we have 2 more RV spots. So, been testing them out too.
Lonely Hitchhiker Cat. Howdy, y'all. Bill and Darla. I did make it. We're glad you made it.
Entertain the troops for a minute. I'll be right back.
I gotta go live stream, guys.
I gotta go spell relief. Been drinking too much water. That's another thing you got to do when you're doing right. Drink water.
Yeah, because
lots of water.
Detox needs help. Your body needs help to flush out all the toxins. So be sure and stay well hydrated. During that 11 days, especially Wes and Terry for sure. Yeah, Dave Rice. Have you heard his phone when he gets a notification? That's what it does. Thanks, Tigner Adventures. Appreciate you reminding people to do that. Dad is called digging a well. I missed something. There. Anyway. You'll bring the ice maker? Don't leave on my account, Bill.
What is it?
Lonely Hitchhiker Cat. He said, don't leave on my account. He just got here and you got up and left.
I had to go spell relief. Yeah. I'm back.
Oh.
I'm here.
Is that thunder?
That was me sitting down.
No. Far away sound.
Oh, it's Cage snoring. Oh, you see those eyes?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We will bring the ice maker.
And the shop fan.
For what? Oh, for yeah. For what? In fireworks or what? I'm trying to get caught back up here. Do you and Bill have plenty of humidity at home? Yeah, it's not really bad here right now. It's been pretty nice. Huh? Have you been humid?
Well, when I was defrosting the fridge, yeah, that got pretty hot.
You know what? In the summertime, there's 2 months where it's pretty warm and pretty humid. But you know what? You just stay in during the day and in the air, and you go out in the evening and stuff like that. We have been enjoying the severe weather here in. Yeah, it's been radical, man. Nebraska's really been getting hit.
And yeah, Ohio is humid.
Well, most of the eastern part of the country is humid. It's humid in New York. It's humid in Florida. It's humid. You've got to get to, I don't know, maybe New Mexico before it starts getting unhumid, I guess is the word out.
Dry, arid.
But
we had 27 tornadoes yesterday, John said.
Wow.
Oklahoma. Yep. I'm glad you guys didn't take off and go to the land of Oz.
Yeah, fireworks does have a dress code. You can't go topless. You have to wear a hat.
No dress code, Amanda.
No dress.
No. Crazy. Tomorrow we're headed out into Missouri, then Bigga Bada Boom on May 4th. Yeah. You can't type it.
Yeah.
But you can say it on our live.
Just make sure. Oh, there's Steve Moran. How you doing?
Hey, Steve Moran. Did you read his email?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I did.
Just want to make sure. We wish you and Jackie the best.
Yeah.
12% humidity and 81 in Tucson right now.
Just make sure, Dave, you call Mike like a day or two before you're going to get, so he knows you're going to be there.
So you can get
the codes and different stuff. Usually, what they'll do is put a real estate box on the handle, and they'll give you the code to open it, so you get the keys to the store. And then we take the box off, put it behind the counter, and we keep the keys with us. So.
And everything should be in the store. If you're going to be setting up a tent, someone will be there because they're going to be making sure that nothing gets stolen. So 10-4, Dave says. Yeah,
there is a company that draws moisture from the air. There's a couple different things like that too. Yeah, I mean, we have everything we need to exist on this planet, except for people that are responsible and considerate of other people, and their whole thing is to make our lives as miserable as possible and take control over it. So
Dave says he talked to her 2 days ago. Do it again, like the day before you're going to be there, just to keep it fresh in his mind, because he is fragmented 40 different ways, literally.
I have to call him every morning and go, Jason and May are going to
Thermopolis,
Wyoming. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I talked to him. Yeah, okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. Do we have anyone for Thermopolis?
Call up that Jason and May and ask them where they want to go. We love you, Mike.
Yeah. They were the very first ones. Well, you guys, we're almost done here. So you guys have any questions for us? Anything on Rife? Sure. Anything about RVs? Anything about fireworks? Anything about
politics?
Cage? No, we're not doing politics tonight. Jason's here.
He's not getting his text mixed up tonight.
He's not.
It must be his sole entertainment for the evening right now.
Well, by the way, Terry and Wes, if you start feeling really weird, you're going to want to shut that machine off for a while. Huh? You shut it off for me a couple times.
Yeah, when I did the terrain on Bill the first time, I had to shut it off on like day 6 or 7 because he was getting a Herx reaction. If you've read about how to do it, then you know what a Herxheimer reaction is anyway. I'm sure, but he was getting sick.
Did I buy the lot? We didn't buy the lot on the corner, no.
Which one?
You want me? You still want the lot?
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
There is one over here that's for sale, and it's right outside of the first town north of us, coming back this way, and it's right off. It's kind of right off the highway. But if you call me, I'll let you know I still got to do some more research
I have
on it.
some bad news for you.
What?
We're not going to get as many views tonight.
Why?
Because Mark hasn't had to start over from the beginning tonight.
Really?
Yeah. We're happy for you, though.
He didn't have to last week.
Wes was talking. What was he saying? If we felt, oh, if you start getting nauseous or headachy or achy or just don't feel good when you're doing the terrain, you can shut it off for a day and let your body catch up to detox, and then you can start it again. If you need to know how to do that,
Yeah, when you're doing that terrain thing, it can
I had
get
to do that for Bill. I didn't do it for me.
Kent for president. Hitchhiker Kent for president.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
You on the ballot or are you write-in?
Well, I'm going to warn you, most you're going to get is probably about 32 votes. So, because we're all, the other ones here.
Dave said not yet.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. When you guys are ready, after you get done doing fireworks, you come back and buy a lot.
Kent's a write-in.
Yeah.
Now, will they know who we're talking about if we put Lonely Hitchhiker Kent?
No.
More than I figured.
You don't want to be president. Look at you. Next thing you'll know, all these girls will claim that you raped them in department stores, and you paid too much for your property and all this kind of. They'll be taking everything you have away. I don't know why anyone would want that job. And that's the plan, basically, anyway.
Besides, look how gray everybody gets that goes into that office.
Yeah.
They weren't gray before. They sure are when they come out.
It's because they go in with good intentions, and once they get in there, they realize they have no control.
Not everyone does.
They're all puppets.
True.
Wes said good night.
His mouth decided that there. That's all it took, huh, Wes, for you to just give it
they have batteries for that.
They got a frequency for that.
Yeah. Called a new battery.
Yeah. We're almost at our finish line anyway. So
yeah.
Good night,
no
Wes.
questions. That's true. Yeah. Nobody ever asks. Nobody wants to ask us anything.
I know. Because we tell them.
They probably go, these people are so stupid. I don't.
Hey, they keep tuning in.
Why would we ask anybody, ask them anything?
I guess we make them feel better about themselves.
Yeah, they do. It's got to be.
Everyone has to have a purpose in life.
Is Wes and Wendy still here? Say hi, Wes and Wendy.
Will and Wendy?
Will and Wendy. Oh, Wes and Wendy. Will and Wendy. I'm sorry.
Did you get your motorhome fixed? Dave wants to know. John has a question.
All I have left to do is the air dryer. As long as you don't have to wear yellow.
What's your question, John? Is anyone staying with you right now? No. We had our last couple leave Friday morning. So, no one now. When are you bringing Cage by for a visit?
I don't know. We've got to figure something out on that. We got you going to Georgia, and we're going to Kentucky. So we're going to be busy for the next couple of months.
Well, we probably need to go to Leah's at least overnight. During his birthday.
Next weekend. Well, then I could just leave you there.
That's fine. They said they'd take me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You could do something like that.
Petting says yes, we're
all
here.
All right. Well, I miss you guys. You guys have been so busy. Did you get all your stuff done? Get the warehouse cleaned out and.
Did you answer, Dave? Did you get your motorhome fixed?
I said I got the part. I just haven't put it on.
Yeah.
My mom said I can't get wet, so because it's wet outside.
It's been raining a lot. We're open for appointments.
You're talking about moving again, remember?
That's why we need to go
He
visit him.
need him.
Before,
He
before
should
we have
move
to go
down
all the way
here. Is
back
what he
to
should.
Idaho.
You should move down here, and then you don't have to worry about tornadoes.
Yeah.
This where we're at. There's this is the least amount of tornadoes in the whole area, man. Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Yes, Canadian Twig. You've watched our videos last year, I can tell. You remember how he loved playing ball in that store.
Yeah.
And just slides down the aisles.
And then when he goes underneath the things, he all of a sudden he disappears and he pops out.
Yeah, he looks forward to that.
Well, I guess no questions.
Wrap it up.
We don't need any answers. Pretty much.
Thank you guys for
so much work.
showing
Yeah.
up on your Sunday evening.
Yep.
And indulging us in our silly conversations.
Yeah. Hey, Will, if you guys are wanting to look around in this area and you want to come, you can come stay here while we're gone. You just have to go over and talk to Pitbull Patty. Let me know you're coming. You're welcome to stay here.
Colt misses his buddy. He misses Colt too. Pretty much so much work. Yeah, I hear you, Pep Tank.
Night. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. We appreciate that.
Terry says, don't tempt us about moving down there. Wes said.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to the Colosseum and Rome and the Basilica and all those places you wanted to see. All right, you guys. Have a good Sunday night.
Yeah,
have a great
thanks
week.
again for watching, and we appreciate you guys. And you guys all have a good one. Be careful out there on the road there, Dave, Tigger.
Yeah, no kidding.
You guys be safe. God bless.
Night, guys.